love would break my heart. I don't know why I need you.
We can't do this. We just can't.
Okay, it doesn't look like they've started just yet. So yeah, I'll just give a couple of, let's say a couple of seconds or so. I'm just getting confirmation to see when they're actually going to start. Okay, right, I just got confirmation here from the teams that they are going to be starting in the next few seconds. Ragnar, you there?
Yeah, but yes.
Cool.
Well, now, have you watched any of these teams play this map before?
I've watched Saints play this map. They play a kind of a slow game, if you know what I mean. Also, like what they were doing, and on occasion they kind of do, like, you know, the occasional push, if you know what I mean. But it's more so quite slow play. Sure, quite a bit of knifing going on here between the two. Oh, we've got a one-on-one, and Penance walks away there with the knife round. So obviously they're going to be able to choose sides.
Guys, not fully utilizing the game yet, so.
Yeah, I've just noticed that.
Something which constantly happens in our team. Guys not playing the game enough.
Oh, now we got a bit of a scrum of restarts and swaps and all the lot. Okay, I think third time lucky. Yes. So here we go. Penance starting off as the CTs here. First half of map 2. Saints obviously winners there. I'm just quickly putting up a indicator there for you to see who's taken the lead. Saints 1-0 up, winning the Dust 2 map 16-14. Very close game. If you guys have just tuned in, we've got this is the third map here of the Telkom Gaming INSTA-CLASH Cup. Very close game so far.
Yeah, and I mean, Saints look like they're working, well, trying to fake like they're going banana. They've got bomb, plays quite interesting, but looks like someone's pushed all the way, or is that just a decoy or something?
Yeah, Random and Pulse are working that banana side, trying to get a pick or two, and then obviously smoking it up there. Interesting smoke. Obviously didn't work very well there for them as they breach the sites together, trying to see if they can cause the rotate, which they have managed to push Pineapple now, coming into the B area. Now what Fortitude is not aware of is the fact, okay, Pineapple is moving back towards A, perhaps, but Fortitude's not really aware that there are 2-3 guys in the second mid area. Well, now all of them moving now into the A side. Oh, good defense here from Fortitude. Pineapple and Zyrax there picking up the double. They've now trying to support. He gets the pick there on silence after he picks one off. And does he get the double? Yes, he does. Good play.
Zyrax was somehow able to kill those two guys middle and still survive. I don't know how he did it, but you know, regardless, I mean, first round of Fortitude. So same way the first map started out, but obviously now they're on the much stronger CT on Inferno. So
yeah, I know for sure. I'll just see that Pixel MTV's joined us, Mr. Solar. He's going to be casting another game later on this evening. I don't know which game it is. He's going to have to say in the chat channel. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting to see like how that first round went down, looking at it now. But Saints kind of ready to try and...
Wow, look at Obi. He's just crunchy. Can he get the A?
He's going for one. He needs to reload. Oh, unlucky.
Pull your pistol out. I would have loved to have seen the next day, the third ace this game.
Yeah, for
sure. They still did a great job there, though. I mean, you know, he got 4 guys, and he should have had the 5th, I would say.
Yeah, no, for sure. If he didn't actually, how do I say, like, if he didn't go just for the reload and rather take the pistol out, I think he would have got the 5th there.
Well, he would have given himself a chance, obviously.
Yeah, well, a better chance than just staring at someone blankly like, oh crap, oh crap. So now going into the third round, 2-0, Fortitude up. Saints still going for that full save, but it looks like they are pushing the mid area now. Can Pineapple and his team, oh, brilliant play!
Absolutely crunching. 4 kills from Pineapple, 1 from Zyrax. So, I mean, they're not really getting a great distribution of cash, but man, oh man, do they have. Pineapple had a fortune at one stage. Yeah, 6-1. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, no, definitely. So now score 3-0 here. Fortitude now in the driver's seat, but now Saints have bought up a little bit of a game changer.
Yeah, they made a little bit of a mistake and it should be their double smoke, but interesting to see is Invert's actually AWPing on this map, whereas Crims was AWPing more for them on Dust 2 generally. So I don't know if that's actually how they do it, or they're just sort of randomed who's going to be the AWPer before the game, but it's an interesting thing to see.
Well, knowing when Invert played for us back a couple of months ago, more so a year ago or so, he was very much in the driver's seat with the AWP on this particular map.
Obi getting a good pick there, second good pick, and he hasn't taken any, well, he's dead now, but I mean, he didn't take any damage and he stalled their rush.
Yeah, no, definitely did. Silencer's going to have to try and get this pick here and go for that plant. He manages to get the pick on Anon. Can he get the plant down as Pineapple comes around that corner? Now we've got a 3-on-2 here. Saints can manage to take this one back. Clown just kind of waiting for a hit to pop it. Gets the first pick. Does he get the second? No, he doesn't. Crimps picks him off. He's going to go for the double on Pineapple. Or can he? Invert just kind of waiting in that apartments area and then comes out and gets that pick. Good play by Saints there. Isolating.
Yeah, nice play, you know, it was quite mature. I mean, they isolated him, but also Pineapple was a little bit late there because Clown was ineffectively taking on 2 or 3 guys on his own, and he did a really good job just to get the one guy, and I think Crimps picked him from the pit, but you know, had Pineapple been a bit more switched on there, may have been able to, you know, even it out quickly and make a one-on-one.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, the Fortitude team are able to buy up after losing that round. Obviously they're winning 3 rounds beforehand, so it allows them still to buy up. If Saints lost it, well, they probably would have been saving.
But I also think they didn't give themselves an opportunity to win that round, really. 2 of the guys still had buys-ons. I mean, you know, that much wealth, you actually need to, on the 4th round, you've got to contest it.
So looking at this very quiet setup here from the Saints side, they're obviously trying to maybe create a little bit of confusion. Nothing really changing from the Fortitude side. They're kind of just sitting back and waiting for the push. They know that Saints plays a very silent, a very slow game. Then once they get the pick, they breach, which they're doing right now. Pulse coming in, getting that first pick on Pineapple now. Not really looking up, but he gets the support from Silencer and taking out Obi. We've got a 5-on-3 here. 5-on-4 as Clown manages to take a pick. Now, can he get another? Oh, Enver taking him off there with that M4A1. Now we have a 2-on-4. Silencer just kind of hanging out in the apartments area here. Not really doing much. He's probably going to just peek right on the end of it.
I mean, the problem there was Cyrex actually missed 1 off shot middle and then 1 going second middle. Yes, the guy got killed, but if he hits that mid shot, let's say it wasn't Silencer, let's say it's Pulse, you just give yourself an opportunity to win the rounds. You know, you miss those sort of shots.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a compounding effect of you missing a shot. You know, that guy stays alive. Regardless of what it was, but even then, the fact that he missed the second shot and his rotation through to spawn, and then I think he missed the 3rd shot. Then it meant that his teammate was completely isolated in a 1-on-4, and those are, well, you know, kind of like winning the lottery.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. Yeah. Well, let's look at the current setup here. Saints are making quite a bit of a racket here in the banana area. Obviously, Silence is sitting back there with that bomb on second mid side. I mean, this is obviously going to be one of their decoy strats, most likely.
It looks quite similar to the first round setup, to be honest, where they sort of had 2 guys prodding here, and then they went back and they got absolutely crunched in the middle.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine we're going to see a B-side hit here.
Anon in a very interesting position on the top side. Yeah, this could cause a bit of a problem. He's dropped down now, but there is a rotate from Clown happening, and
it's going back up A, so no, back to B. So hopefully my call's still good.
Yeah, look at that. They're forcing the rotate there on Anon. He's going to A. Oh, no, wait. There we go. He's probably heard them now. He's going to try and take a pick. He gets 1. Then he gets picked off there. Now there's some support happening here. Good play here from Clown and Zyrax getting the 2 picks. Crimson quite aggressive there with that P90. And then he gets picked off. And Clown gets his 3rd pick. Good play there from Fortitude.
Yeah, no, that's really nicely done. I mean, look, I can be massively critical of the breach, but it was a very, very solid hold all round. I mean, Anon probably wish that he had a bit of better help from Dean's box, at least as we call it. But otherwise, it was solid.
Yeah, there wasn't that much rotation taking place at the time. So now,
if Saints lose this round, they're going to probably be in 2 minds, but should look to save afterwards, which means your Fortitude could go 6-2 ahead, which is a nice sort of jump.
so it looks like Saints going for that breach now, going around the left side here, trying to force the pick there on that CT arch side. Pulse moving in the back. Good play here from Random, coming in quite a bit late. They're getting that rotation pick on Obi. manage to get the pick inside. Ooh, Obi quite a bit on low health. Pineapple is around the corner now. Ooh, Crim's managing to get one, and then Pineapple picks him off. And he gets a double. Good play here from Pineapple. So now we got a 2-on-3 situation. The T's are going to have to play it very careful.
Oh, it's a great nade by Pineapple.
Brilliant nade.
52 damage.
Yeah. They might not be aware of silence inside, but he's going to be taken on. There goes Inverts, and silence gets picked.
Was that a? Yeah, I think no. 3-3. Fantastic job. All they got to do now is reclaim the AWP, and it's a fantastic round.
Yeah, very good round there from Penance. Good support play there from both sides, flanking into that site, getting the pick in the ditch, and going into site and getting the other. Score now 5-2 on the first half here on DE Inferno. If you guys have just tuned in, first map was 16-14 Saints winning it on Dust 2.
And looks like a little bit of a misbuy coming out here from Random. Like I said, they'll be in 2 minds about buying.
Now, looking at the current setup there, definitely it should have been a save. Random probably having enough to buy up. But I've seen it on occasion where a team, one guy will actually buy full and the rest would go for the save. Obviously just to have that little bit of how do I say, advantage here with the AK.
Well, I mean, let's take it, say you've got some guy with excess cash. I mean, we do it quite a lot where I just want to see if Pulse gets this kill.
Ooh, gets a shot off there on Obi, but not really that effective with the Glock. So Random coming in here now with this AK. He's going to have to use it effectively against the guys. Ooh, but he gets picked off. Can his teammate pick it up? Ooh, Invert running out of bullets. Unfortunately, that's at 20 bullets. And too much pressure applied there from Penance. Going 6-2 up now in this first half.
Yeah, so I mean, we use it quite a lot in that if say the guy with the AK has got a little more cash and things, and he does get a kill, suddenly now you've got 2 guns, and worst case it gets dropped and picked up by your teammate, and you're able to actually execute more value out of the team with that weapon. You know, it sounds a bit silly, but you know, it's not just about how much cash you get for killing someone, it's actually about how much cash you take out of them. Because, you know, if you look at the top there, you've got nearly 30 grand's worth of equipment value and 21.5. It means every single kill, in effect, well, on a CT, is worth 6 grand.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, you know, rather taking than adding to your tally. I mean, it's more effective that way. If you think of it in that way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, you take it considering that OB and Anon can't really buy that. Well, it's quite effective to kill these 2 guys and take Zyraxes. If you get 3 guys, you take huge amounts of wealth out of them.
Yeah. So it looks like the decoy strat is taking place here. As the Saints guys have, well, all to themselves. So they're going to be coming through that second apartments area, getting that first pick there on Clown. But Pineapple now evening it out. Silencer now has to try and get a pick. He does so. Good play here from Saints, the decoy play. But fantastic playing from Anon and Zyrax, you know, kind of counter-attacking there, getting the picks. So
and the bomb's going to run all the way to A, so he should read this quite quickly. But I mean, really phenomenal save. And Random's got an AWP, so it's not the best weapon to have in a one-on-one.
Yeah, he's going to have to get into that ditch area, hopefully, and get the pick. Ooh, he almost gets picked off there by Anon. Anon coming in a little bit closer now. The flash getting the smoke. And unfortunately, like you said,
he's going to pick the AWP up. So, but a fantastic save. I mean, look at the other team's sort of value, and he doesn't even pick the AWP up. So.
Yeah, no, it was still a very good play there from the Saints side. Regardless, they need to maybe just step up their game a little bit here and try and breach the sites, get the bomb down, win the rounds. I mean, obviously going into the second round, maybe with 6 or 7 rounds in their favor, you know, can really work for them. You know, going in. I mean, the task is quite heavy for them now, where the deficit is 5 points. So the more rounds they can, you know, swoop up here. Obviously the better it will be.
No, no, look, CS is a funny game. I mean, yeah, you could end up winning this round and all, 8-7 up from the bottom end. So it all depends on your team and what you think you're capable of doing. But the best part here is I love the way these defenses are rotating, changing around. Saints are trying to fake, and I mean, right there, they're not as scared to take primary contact, which is awesome.
Oh, Paul's looking at the wrong side there. Obi managing to get 2 picks. Crim's going to have to come around the corner, get the pick. Yes, he does. So now we've got a 3-on-3 situation. A little bit in favor here for the Saints side, as they've got the gun power.
And look at this, how ridiculous is this? They're looking to rotate all the way to Banana, and they might catch Pineapple off target.
Which they don't. Pineapple with some brilliant spray. They're getting both the picks. A little bit of a problem now again on the Saints side, as Random kind of buying up quite quickly. Pulse going for the buy as well. It looks like it needs to be Galil and AK buys, eh?
I think Random's been playing too much free-for-all. It looks like he's got an F1 buy attached there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is probably the decider round here for Saints. Hopefully they can pick up a round or two going into the half. As Fortitude making it extremely difficult. Good shot there on Clown, getting him down to 30 HP. Now, these are two very evenly matched teams, but in this case, Fortitude playing a fantastic CS game. CP side, and on there getting those 2 crucial picks on Random and Invert now. 3v5. The T's are starting to try and seek a pick somewhere. As Zyrax picks up Pulse. Now we've got a 2-on-5.
Yeah, 2-on-5, 2 goes quite low. He's got a good little, he's a bit outgunned, but if Zyrax, the big thing is he mustn't peek this balcony again, I don't think. But, there we go. Good sort of execution.
Yeah, Zyrax there moving into the ditch area now, kind of waiting to see if he can get the pick. Silencer managing to pick up Obi, but he's now on low HP. Oh, good play from Crims there. He gets the pick now on Zyrax.
Getting this bomb down is just a win in itself. Fantastic build job.
And on with some very good aiming, getting his 3rd pick. And Zyrax. Oh, good play here by Crims. Ooh, 1-on-1. Almost getting that pick there on Pineapple. Pineapple under a bit of pressure here. Oh, unfortunately not getting the pick. Pineapple going straight for the defuse. Good play there from Crims, getting those 2 crucial picks.
Huge. That was actually 2-on-5. And they got the bomb down and 4 guys down. That's huge. Not just to their economy, but it's a huge play. I always think, people go, wow, this guy won a 1-on-3. I always think to win like a 2-on-5 is much cooler because, doing something with the teammates and whatnot is just huge. So big ups for the way those 2 guys played. And wow, I'm watching Pineapple on him also, and those grenades were so close to doing huge damage to the whole of the Saints.
Yeah, for sure. I saw them pushing up that B side there, but it looks like they just kind of halted it just for a second, which allowed them to not be touched. Well, slightly. Silencer taking only 11 damage and Random only 2 there, but Saints ready to breach. Ooh, and on there trying to, do a bit of a spam kill. So here the breach comes in from the Saints side. They really need to get the effective picks. They get Pineapple.
And they get a clean breach into the site, which is actually phenomenal.
And they get Anon. Good
so
play.
2 danger men from last round.
So now Fortitude having to come into this B site to try and retake it. It's going to be quite a bit of a difficult one here for the Fortitude team. Random getting the pick down Obi now. More difficult, but Zyrax striking back, getting 1. Oh, he gets 3. He goes for the 4th. Good play. 1-on-1. What can Random do here? Oh, he picks him off. Good play by the Saints. Score now 9-3. They're coming back slowly, eh?
Yeah, no, well, Are they coming back? Because I think, you know, their cash is a little bit tight on the CT side, but if they, I mean, so is the T. So whoever wins this next round, the loser's going to basically be ecoing. I mean, unless Fortitude are big time into their, like, cash withdrawals, but otherwise, I mean, that's huge. Invert's loving this P90 as well.
Yeah, no, for sure. When he gets rolling with that, when he gets rolling with, you know, that P90, he really gets the picks. But I haven't really seen him feature with it really. But nonetheless, he is buying it every round, hoping to maybe make a difference. You see, the thing is, if Saints can walk away here with another 3 rounds to their name, you know, they're going to go into the next round, I mean, into the next half with a possible chance of actually taking it if they lock down their CTs very well. So now looking at the current setup here, we've got Saints all over the A side, ready to kind of breach and get a pick. Zarek coming in close here with his P250. He gets that pick on pulse. Very important. He was the only one, I think, there with a pistol. Clown now.
Just shows you how fragile their economy is. Clown, great pick on the balcony.
He still manages to get a pick after facing 2 guys there. Invert now the only one left with this P90. Clown on 20 HP. He's going to be coming in trying to go for the pick. And Invert gets him. Zarek's now coming from behind and picks him off. And I think Fortitude have got that 10 rounds they really need going
and
into...
like I said, look at the economy. They got to force sort of say their random's the only one who can buy a gun, and yeah, as he does.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, it might be the better case. You know, looking at a team like EN playing, for instance, those guys really know how to use their P250s well. You know, a guy like Random is brilliant with a P250, but the rest of the team kind of need to practice their pistols if they want to make something out of it. But nonetheless, let's see what happens. So making some noise there, causing the rotate. Good play here from the Saints side. Pulse already making his way into the back area of that B.
But he could just get stabbed. Yeah, Clown's found the bomb.
Oh, that is a bit of a problem there for Saints as Clown. Yep, he's found the bomb. So now the B side is open. Saints running in from behind. Oh.
But I mean, all
Pulse
that's going to
there.
happen now is the whole CT is just going to break out in a different defense, and well, it's all reversed now. Who's breaching who, and you know, I mean, now you're just defending the new bomb site.
Yep. Oh, brilliant play by Clown. They're getting the double on Crims and Invert. Now Random, the only one left here with a gun. He was the one that managed to get the pick. And Alan comes in and takes a piece out of him. Score now 11-3. Fortitude just increasing that that deficit just a bit more, just to make it comfortable for them to take on the second round. I mean, yeah, Saints is going to have to go on a full-on buy or whatever here just to try and see if they can, you know, maybe get a round back. Let's see how it works out here for them. Looks like it's more of a mid to second mid positioning from the Saints team. Oh, they don't get that pick. Oh, there, Invert. Well played. Very aggressive. Getting that pick there on Obi. An important player getting picked off quite early in the game is going to be a little bit of a problem for the Penance side. Zarak's now with Clown. And it looks like Anon is rotating as well.
Oh, and I would really like to see the Saints take this round. I think give them a great high going into the next sort of half of the map.
They get the pick there on Anon. So now we've got a 4-on-2. Clown and Pineapple, the only 2 left here. But we know what they can do. They are very effective with their M4s.
And he's called them out, so this is a big... There we go.
Crim's getting the pick there on Clown now. Now it's only a 1-on-4. And it looks like Saints are going to walk away here with this win, no?
And it's a much needed 4th round. I mean, look, it's a hell of a long sort of uphill battle just to get there, but it's a lot further away when you can't even afford to lose a pistol.
Oh, there we go. Crim's getting the last pick on Pineapple. Score 11-4 now for Fortitude. So going into this next half, it's going to be very difficult now for this Saints team to defend that small amount of rounds that they won. Maybe it's enough. I don't know.
Stranger things have happened. Likelihood, unless they pick up this pistol round and have some amazing play, it's unlikely. But honestly, with these teams, I wouldn't have called these games going the way they've been going. And, you know, that's impressive. But it looks like a full P rush, so.
So here we go. Fortitude ready to knock up the B site here. Oh, it looks like they paused for a few seconds as Infern gets a pick on Zyrax. Now we've got a 5-on-4. No CT losing health as of yet. They're still kind of chilling in that banana area. Random already rotating. No, he's going back. Good call there from Infern, possibly just telling him to come back and wait.
Yeah, no, Infern just spotted one of their players. So, you know, it looks like they're still going to give it a go.
Here we go, Fortitude getting the 2 picks and going into the site. Good play here from them. They're going to get this bomb down. As Saints tries to rotate and maybe gets a pick or 2 on their way in. Let's see what Pulse can do here. Ooh, he hasn't spotted Pineapple. He's going to look again. Oh, there he sees him. Good play. So now we've got a 3-on-3. A little bit more equaled out. Oh, there, Anon getting the pick on Crim's. A little bit of a problem here, but Clown is kind of defending off the bomb very well. He gets the double. Good play. Score now 12-4. And yeah, I think my personal opinion here would be that Fortitude will be winning this map, and then we'll be going into the third.
But it's, well, what's that, a few P250s coming out, so 157 and a full Abri, so who knows, you know?
Yeah, a lot of spam there from Pulse. I don't think he managed to, well, he got a couple of shots off on Anon, but Zyrax then taking the first pick of the round on random. Clown coming in with the Bison as well.
I actually really like that strategy where they ran through spawn and then back to the library.
Clown picking up the double there on Pulse. Good play here from the Fortitude side. Getting into the site. Getting the bomb down. That's what it's all about. Clown the last one now. Clown possibly get a pick. Does he get Infern? Yes, he does. He gets the trip kill. Good play there from Clown. So now going into the 17th round. Fortitude Gaming 13-4 ahead of Saints. Now looking at it now, if Fortitude like beats them with a huge like a huge margin like this, I'm sure that's going to psychologically affect the Saints team in the third map.
It is definitely a psychological thing. You know what people always forget is when you lose a game, say 16-4, it's what side did the team start off? Did they get the pistol round? Did this, that? You know, like imagine if they did that from the side first. It'd be a hell of a more sort of impressive feat than anything else. I mean, then you're saying, wow, we've got a mega uphill battle because they just crushed us on Nuke especially or something like that. Then it's really impressive. So, you know, sometimes the score's not always the best representation, and a lot of the rounds were really, really close. So, you know, I mean, I'm expecting them to be 3-0 and up, but Crims gets a nice little pick. All these things just add up. If they can get one more pick now, it'll actually be quite big.
Yeah, they've managed to take out 2 players there, Obi and Anon, so that's going to cause a little bit of issues maybe in the long run.
Look at Clown's value. He had 10.5 grand, and I mean that's because he got a triple kill on pistol round, a triple kill in the second round, and a triple kill in the third round. So I mean,
well, it's interesting to see now that he's gone with the Bison again, but he's going to face a little bit of a tougher opposition with rifles this time.
Yeah, the Bison's great until someone puts head armor on, because then you do like 10-12 damage for a headshot.
Yeah, you know, that's where something like the P250 armor buy would be very effective. But what I noticed from the Penance side is they did 3 Bison buys and 2 Galils, so you know, that kind of nullifies that strat on the end of the day. It all depends on how well you study your opponents, and that's why we've got this casting here now.
Well, I mean, look, all I'm saying is for them, Clown, yeah, sure, he goes in there, and suddenly he steps and everything happens, but he doesn't do any real damage to opponent and he dies. That's great, but he gives away his armor, he's less of a use, that deagle, all that value that he's stored up, he actually gives it away, that advantage that he's brought.
Yeah. So now looking at the current setup here, the Penance side moving into the house area as Clown coming up the mid. Does he stay in the mid? It looks like they might just try and push in here as Pulse ready to take on the lot, but he gets picked off. So now we've got Crims kind of hiding in that graveyard area. Good good hide here from him. He gets a pick, so that will help him out. And then Random and Silence are getting picks now as well. So now we've got a 3-on-2. The CT side from Saints can breach and get... Yeah, which they do. They're breaching quite well. Now it's only one to beat. And they pick him off. Good play. So Saints here trying their last bit of efforts to maybe, you know, get a bit of momentum or lots of momentum going in and perhaps taking the next 11 rounds.
I must say, I got a little bit nervous when Pulse missed all those shots middle, and Crims got the kill, but then he got instantly sort of traded back again through the wall there. I was a little bit nervous, but you know, just that slight delay here and there, some really good retaking, and you know, they've got themselves the first round. But this Fortitude side has got some very deep pockets, so you know, well, I mean, not hugely deep, but if they win the next round, they're pretty much going to nullify the advantage of the first 3 rounds.
So now looking at the setup here, we got 3-2 set up here from the Penance side. 3 sitting in the second mid very patiently, whilst the 2 and Banana trying to force the rotate perhaps. Still nothing really coming from it at the moment. Very slow play this round. Possibly on the 45th or the 50th second mark there would be a breach, or whoever picks first. Random waiting in that little corner there. That's quite a key spot there for some teams, I've noticed. Not everyone checks it, you know what I mean? They kind of first go look left and then this guy appears and takes 2 or 3. There we go. Anon getting the first pick, but then Invert returning kill himself. And then Anon getting a second. Good player from Anon. But there's already a rotate happening here from the Saints side as they pick up 2 picks. Good play here from Crims and Invert. Only 1 to beat. Zyrex has got quite a bit of trouble coming his way. And he gets picked off there.
Now, Crims did a great job, and the B side was held really nicely. You know, they had a nice idea there. Random wasn't too quick to peek after Invert got the initial pick. But, you know, man for man, they took them out.
So going into the 21st round of this second map, Fortitude quite far ahead here with 8 rounds, but Saints is starting to gain a bit of momentum here. Bomb going up the banana area, whilst 2 now, it looks like it's a reverse strat here from the Fortitude team. Once again, slow gameplay. Let's see who gets that first pick. Now we've got 3 sitting here in the A area. They might just try and breach A. Good shot from Clown on Silencer, getting that oh so important pick. So now we've got 3 guys in, well, sorry, 2 guys in the A area here for the Saints team. Is the rotate going to take place as Random starts making his way back? Looks like he's still hanging out, but that bomb is starting slowly but surely starting to move. Ooh, missed shot there from Clown on Pulse. Pulse also missing the pick. Good shot from Zyrax. He gets his man. Crims now causing a bit of havoc there. Maybe buying enough time. I'm not too sure. Now it looks like the Saints team are being taken apart. Invert, the only one left. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate. Quite a bit of a challenge. He might just save that that M4 of his, which, yeah, it looks like he's going to do.
Oh, Fortitude can take this game by this sort of margin. It'll really, really sort of, well, bring some confidence. But Obi might go down here. Which, yeah, this is an AWP, so it's quite a...
Oh, he doesn't get the pick. Does he get... Oh, he doesn't.
You know, that would have been really big, because that's a lot of money. And you see, he's only got... Well, he spent 2k, but I mean, he only had 1,900, so they wouldn't have been able to re-afford this AWP, which got the first pick with Clown, so, you know, it makes a big deal. But, you know, I don't understand Silencer, for example, picking up a Bison now. I mean...
Oh, it looks like the Fortitude team breaching that B. The rotate coming from Silencer and Pulse. They're going to have to... Yeah.
This should be game point, and wow, like going to a third map will be fantastic.
Yeah, I've just asked the captain not to vote map so quickly. Hopefully that happens. Wow, looks like Fortitude, you know, taking the second map there. So we got a 1-1 draw between these two. They're obviously going to vote map, and we'll see now which one is the third. I'm just going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Right, okay. I just got confirmation that the third map is going to be DE-CLASH, the third and final map. Saints taking the first map 16-14, and as you guys can see, 16, I think was it 16-8 or something like that. Fortitude beat Saints here, so it's a 1-all side. They're obviously just waiting for a couple of guys just to cast the vote to change the map. Ragnar, you here?
Yes, I am indeed.
Yeah, no, the second one definitely was,
Getting our money's worth, let's put it that way.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's good watching these two teams, going at each other, and having one round apiece as well, going into the third. I mean, they are evenly matched sides. Obviously, Fortitude they're favoured to play on the Inferno map, and definitely showed it by some very good CT play. So yeah, no, we're just waiting here on the guys just to vote up.
Just Zyrek, obviously they come back and a couple others here, and they need like 9 votes to change the map, so.
Yeah, no, for sure. I need to got myself some water. Tap water is like boiling hot here, so life's not that great.
You need to move out of the ghetto.
The ghetto. I stay 5 minutes from the dome, man. It's not that much of a ghetto, I guess. I am originally from Cape Town, so I guess I understand what you mean. Since you're from there now. Is that right? You stay in Cape Town, man?
Not in Cape Town. If I stayed in Cape Town, I'd have a decent thing.
Oh, where do you stay?
I stay, well, close to Franschhoek, so out in the fucking sticks.
Yeah, okay, that's, yeah, that is quite...
Yeah, it's not very, internet friendly, shall we say.
Yeah, no, for sure.
My ping fluctuates quicker than the weather.
Yeah, but Franschhoek has got some nice wine estates, I think. Yeah, that's right.
No, very, very cool. So, actually very, very interesting. I like the fact that we're seeing more and more of Cash. I'm a huge fan of this map. It's just got a wonderful way of defending the CTs that you can adopt. A lot of teams play aggro money middle. It's starting to come right on the international scene, and I don't want to say sort of I told you so, but we started first in SA playing this map at quite a high extent. The American League here and there, but we really adopted it, really pro and friendly it here, and well, look at it now, sort of, being seen quite commonly in sort of the international scene and setup. This weekend at ES World Cup, well, at least last, I saw it on a lot of occasions, and it seems to be a map that teams are really enjoying playing. I mean, they talk about it as being quite a T-sided dominated map. I can understand that, but you can also get off to flyers counter-terrorists on this map because the map is so quick to rotate between sites. Because of this middle area, you can be in B or in A in a couple seconds, so it's quite amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, watching the game yesterday between DC and Exabyte, that was kind of, you couldn't say which way it was going. I mean, I think it was Exabyte starting off as the T's, or was it DC? I couldn't remember. But one of the teams that started off first as T's, had a bit of a lead in the beginning, and then kind of it started evening out. The CTs, rotating quickly, like you said, being able to retake the sites quite comfortably. There's almost like nuke, I guess.
In that, well, for me it's like, imagine dust 2 really shortened. If you can think about the fact that you imagine putting like the A and the B bomb sites that much closer to one another, with sort of nuke intertwined in that. Like, if you think about it, they're on opposite ends of the maps, but there's so many throughways that you can get through. And because this midpoint is such a contention zone, And now with this version of Cash, instead of having a ladder, it's got a ramp.
Yeah.
There's so many cool and interesting things that you can do. It means you can be hitting A, and with 3 guys, so 2 out middle, 1 guy A corridor, and next minute you've got 4 guys hitting B, 2 guys through vents, 2 guys through the base, and there are very few maps where what I'm saying is in the space of 5 or 6 seconds, you can be hitting A, and you're hitting B in 5 or 6 seconds with a 3-man fake
Yeah.
split into a 4-man hit. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that's what I was basically trying to say. Like with Nuke, the bomb sites are actually very close together. It's kind of just the floor apart. So the rotation between the two is kind of like this, but it makes a bit more sense. Looking at it now from a Dust 2 perspective, it is more like a squished in Dust 2. Where the rotations can happen very quickly, and the breaches as well. I mean, you can.
But the rotation times for CTs are actually quite slow if you have a look at the structure on the map. So, CTs have quite a flat baseline if you look towards, well, at least we call it sort of, man, I've forgotten all my names, but if you go like truck and that whole sort of backstage area from the truck all the way to B side, it's a long rotation, whereas, it sounds stupid, but the T side, their breaching point, they just skip through there, so they can breach into a site without having to go through anywhere, or if they've got middle, they can go into A or into B quite comfortably without having massive contention from the CTs until they're virtually in the site,
Yeah.
which means that you're constantly surrounding your opponent, and it also means that defending is very technical, because how do you manage it? Are you going to do a line defense, or are you going to do a contest middle? There are a whole lot of strategies that you can go about, but all of them only work so long as you get your picks. But the wonderful thing for T's is they can very easily win like outnumbered situations on this map, because a lot of the bomb sites are quite closed off. So you take B, if you secure that bottom entry and then you secure the top of ramp, you really get to close that off, and it's very difficult for CTs to retake that site.
Yeah.
It means there are a lot of outnumbered situations that you can actually win. But I expect to see some really good battles in the middle here. I hope these teams sort of surprise me and have actually gone to the drawing board and they do some cool things, but it's a really awesome map.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I've seen some, in predominantly most of the teams that do play this map do play a very aggressive mid. I mean, that is kind of something I've noticed. When I'm looking at the Saints side, for instance, playing this map, it was very interesting to see when we were playing Cash at one stage, we were quite strong as CTs. The Saints team managed to kind of dismantle our CT, our CT hold, because they took it slow, but they were very confusing. It was very difficult for us to actually put it together to say, listen, where are these Oaks playing? I mean, these Oaks didn't play mid often. They were kind of at one site, then they were at the other. Then they kind of peaked mid and they made a pick and, kind of backed off. Whereas you look at it now, I mean, back then it was kind of, that's how it was played. A and B, really. It's evolved more into a mid game when it comes to our team specifically. A lot more teams are playing it more mid and more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, for me, one of the things that I've watched, look, having played, we played this quite extensively. We played DC at
Yes,
at the DGC, and then we also played, at that time it was SSG Dream, now known as EC, and I had a lot of fun playing EC on this map. I think EC play it really nicely. They've got some really cool little strategies that they do, and then they practice this map and it shows. They've got their terrorist side for me is really exciting, because they play it quite differently to a lot of teams in how they structure their fakes. And I was laughing because myself and Trauma were having a good chat about it afterwards, and I sort of asked him, what were you guys doing here and there? He said, well, we were trying to figure the fuck out what you guys were doing. Because I was so confused as to what we were doing, like trying to counter this whole thing. And it's quite a funny map because you only really show your hand as to what you're doing quite late on, because
That's right.
it is literally, it isn't like there's a long tunnel or there's this. It is literally a door and you're into the site. So you can hide and disguise what you're doing on this map quite easily. And if you sort of just draw a line down your sort of overview, like right down the middle, I mean, the CTs very rarely cross that line. So it means you can hide all your numbers and your teammates what you're doing. So if you get a late pick here or there, it means you're virtually guaranteed to get a plant in this map. Unless there's a really good CT rotation. It means you're in for a lot of close rounds, which again, very exciting.
Yeah, because I mean that is one thing I noticed with last night's match between DC and Exabyte. It was either one of the two. It was a very aggressive early breach and plants, and then going a little bit late into the game, DC was doing it often as well. A very late pick, and then the plant's there because they can't get the rotating time. So Exabyte was kind of in certain situations caught with their pants down, if you know what I mean.
No, absolutely, but this map, I mean, you can say it about every map, but this map is so key as CTs for your man or your men in the site to just get that pick or that early enough call that they give you time to do stuff, because the time between breaching a site and planting is so slim. It means that, generally when teams breach a site, even like dust to A or even the B side, it normally takes 10-15 seconds for the plant to actually go down from the initial breach to getting it down. So it means on this game it takes like 5 or 6 seconds for breaching. People don't think that adds up, but it means you've got to breach. So I've just been told by Pineapple that they are just waiting on their player.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think just looking at it now, it was one more from the Saints side, and then they're going to be ready to go and crack open this interesting map here. And I think it's a brilliant map for the third round, or the third map.
I'm really excited, really excited, because this could either be absolutely shocking, which I don't think it will be. This gets played more and more. And I think it's nice because it's fresh, it's new. Although, I'm always constantly surprised by Dust 2, for God's sake. So, I don't play this game for anything else except the teams, the players, the style of gameplay that you get out of this. If I wanted a new map and everything, I'd play COD, but COD for me doesn't have the complexities involved, because you've got buy rounds, you've got a whole lot of things. Obviously it's a different sort of game, but this is a fantastic game, just because there's a whole nother thing that you've got to manage between your finances, what's going on your opponents, these maps with huge amounts of variables involved in them, and I mean, frankly, just an opponent that is constantly doing something new, different, trying to work you out and figure out. And the one thing I got over here, and I was critical of them earlier on, was that in B-side I said, well, random's been isolated here twice and they've really got to adjust. And sure as hell they adjusted the next round after I criticized them. And I mean, that shows progress. That's something that 5-6 years ago wasn't happening at this level. Hell, a year ago it wasn't happening at this level.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you're looking at the more how do I say, preparation side of things, I do see more teams, more so, specifically starting this casting thing, kind of go and look at the videos or look at the VODs after that, and kind of study their opponents more and more through and through, you know what I mean? And that overall, like, improves the competitiveness,
Well, that's always been one of my personal strengths, is generally I study my opponents and I know what they're going to do. And look, you can't read everyone, but sometimes it helps when you turn yourself and you're in a one-on-one and you know your opponent. It might just give you the upper hand.
So let's get there we go. Anon calling the lem mid. For some of you guys that are playing English, it means knife mid in Afrikaans. Well, more so slang Afrikaans. So they're going to be knifing the mid side now. Let's see who can take this knife. Very important now for both teams, as this is the third and final map here. And it looks like Fortitude have taken it. Yeah, they're going to be the first ones to obviously pick what side to play.
So, and they actually choose to take the CT, so we'll see if they utilize the game. Looks like they're going to.
Yeah, there we go. They finally
So,
caught
like
on.
I said, they are learning. There's no doubt about that. So.
I think it's old habits, you know, from pickups or no, from mixes back in the day, where guys kind of have to rotate maybe.
Yeah, it's a 1.1, 1.6 and a CS source habit, but
Yes.
I'm really excited to see how these guys do this.
So let's get it off here. Saints now kind of moving towards that A area. The bomb has been dropped in the mid area. Crim's just kind of watching it out. A couple of nades flying back and forth here into the A bomb side. Let's see if they do force the rotate, which they looks like, yeah, it is happening. But you see, look what Saints is doing here. Now they pick up that bomb. They're doing very well. Random, they're taking 3.
Unbelievable. And he keeps pushing. Look at this. He's sold the fake.
He's
and
gone.
He gets the 4.
Oh, brilliant play. Only one to beat. Can they get that bomb down?
Stop shooting him. I want to see him get an ace.
Yeah, Random comes in. He gets the ace.
Gets the ace.
Pistol round 8.
Wow.
There we go. Third ace of this match. Sure. Yeah, it's the third ace, right?
It is the third ace. It's unreal. Who have we got? A non... No. Who has got the aces? I'm just trying to...
Random's got 1. He's got 2 now. And,
yes, he
and
has.
Obi. Obi's got the other... No, Clown. Clown had the first ace.
Yes.
So here we go into the second round. Saints buying up quite a bit there. They've got an AK in the mix and a couple of SMGs. One getting picked off there. They need to be very careful now. They don't want to lose too many guns going into the third round. They managed to get the pick there on Obi. So now they've got 2 to beat. Anon and Clown. And good play there from Random and Crims. Only losing a single person. Very effective.
Up at 7-0 already, so that's always nice.
Yeah.
He's got 5 grand. Look at the value. Crims with 6-1, 4-7. They got a lot of cash already, which is fantastic. I mean, I just hope they learn again and don't keep this buys on past the third round.
So, looking at it now, there's a surprise buy happening here from the Fortitude team. Let's see if this will pay off. Oh, the first pick, Random gets that pick. That's so important pick here, but good play here from Zyrax, managing to get the double. Very good defending of the A bomb site. But look at that, the rotate has been called. They've bought the they've bought the push, and they in B. Saints very well played there once more.
But you know, Zyrax is going to pick himself up a AK, I think, yeah?
Yeah, no, they should be able to pick up a better gun now. Now that it's a 3-on-2 situation. Crims and Silence are the only 2 to beat. Let's see how long they can keep this going. Oh, there we go. Clown getting that pick on Silencer. Now they're going to be going in for that defuse. And unfortunately not... What? Do they get the bomb? No.
This is bloody close. Yeah, I think they've got it.
Zyrax has got it. Good play there from Fortitude, you know, very good teamwork. They're breaching that side together. But nonetheless, you know, I will give Saints credit there. You know, they're going for that decoy. The Fortitude team buying the decoy, like you said before, and they all rotated right into A. So... I'm sitting here going, wow, maybe we should start doing that and things like that, you know. So it's really interesting just to watch the gameplay again. I haven't done it properly for so long, and it's quite nice and refreshing to watch. Let's be quite honest, relatively unknown players who are actually doing some really cool stuff. Yeah, no, these teams are playing it out here for a second round position. And looking at it now, the Saints side kind of working that middle a bit more, trying to see if they can get a pick. That third round, paying off there for the Fortitude team. They've managed to buy up. They got a couple of decent guns. One deagle there from OBR. Let's see how effective he can actually put that to use.
Now this is a good matchup middle. You've got Random and then you've got Pineapple over here. And Obi's got an absolute beast for deagle.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's equivalent to Styles deagle, but nonetheless, he does.
You should have watched it during when.
Oh, looks like Clown caught Invert off guard there. But Random now equaling out the amount of team members per team. Not getting that pick there on Clown. And then Clown, well, finishing him off. Saints, looks like they, they've gone and made another decoy and gets the bomb down once more.
And like I said, this is why these calls are so critical. Suddenly.
Good play here from Silencer. Pulse is going to have to rotate pretty quickly to try and get a pick, which probably will. Good play here from Saints. Now only one to beat. Clown coming up from behind. He picks off Silencer. He picks off Pulse. Silencer on very low HP here. Can Silencer keep him? Oh, he's going straight for the defuse, but it's good play here from Saints.
And he gets it. Fantastic. I mean, they were actually really down there because Clown was doing a fantastic job on the other bomb side. I mean, he got 4 kills there. So that, again, that's quite huge, you know. Random picked off Pineapple mid. I was really excited for that battle. But ultimately, it was really exciting round that I don't think Saints should have won.
Yeah, no, they did play very well, the Fortitude team, and just a little bit unfortunate there. Saints going for a full B push now. Oh, it looks like some picks are being made here, but it looks like Silencer is coming back strong with the double. Now, obviously, the Fortitude team sitting there with a save round.
I really like that call, though. You know, Saints, like you said, they're not the most aggressive side.
Silencer picking up 3 now, good play. Looks like the City are breaching the side, but Pulse managing to eliminate the one that was inside already, and Saints comfortably taking that round 4-1. So yeah, I mean, you know, Saints obviously a team that doesn't very much rush, well, doesn't rush very much often. So it's interesting to see, you know, them now and then pushing. They obviously read the game very well there, knowing that Fortitude or Penance had to save, and just went straight gung-ho on a B.
Well, like I said, both these teams I've actually enjoyed the calls for both of them. They're calling really well. Interesting here. Look at this. They've moved over. It looks like another one of their classic fakes.
Yeah, I know for sure. Ooh, walking right into Pulse there, Clown. But it looks like they've left Zyrax in A. So not a full rotate this time as the Saints move into... Good player from Zyrax. He gets a double. No, yeah, he gets the double. Very good.
And that's huge, you know. He could have easily have gone down, bombed down, and you left on a 3-on-3. Takes 2 guys.
Infern's playing very well here. Oh! What play!
That's a massive 180.
Ew. Nah, fantastic play. They're bringing Saints.
I don't think I've said his name enough, but that was huge, honestly. I mean, all credit to the call in there and whatnot, and I also thought Zyrax did a great job, you know, 1-on-3, takes 2 guys down, and then, you know, I mean, who expects Zyrax to win a 3-on-1?
Yeah, I know, fantastic individual play there from Invert. Now,
good start to the save.
Yeah, for sure. They're taking that first pick on random. Very crucial pick there for them. Let's see what can unfold in the next couple of seconds here. Looks like it's quite a spread out positioning here from the Saints side. They're obviously just trying to hunt picks. They're not aware, maybe they are aware that there is a save currently taking place on the Fortitude side. I'm not too sure.
But look how Pulse has worked his way right up here. This could be really useful.
He manages to get the pick on Pineapple. Is there a rotate that takes place? Zyrax then exchanging.
They might just go really quickly B, and it looks exactly like what they're going to do. So, again, you know, they're making some really interesting, cool calls here. You know, this is a save. They're outnumbered now, but just this call alone could actually win them the round.
Anon there managing to get the pick on Silencer. So now we've got a 2-on-3 situation. One of the Penance players having an AK. Can they get this bomb down in time? Bomb goes down. Pulse managing to get a pick there. He gets a double. He's got 1 to beat. Zarex coming through the vent side now. This is going to get interesting. Ooh, Pulse almost getting shot off there. He's going to have to try and play Zarex here. Important not to peek. Which he might just peek.
He's playing this very well.
Very good player by Pulse. He's got the win there for the Saints side.
Fantastic. Really, really good player. I mean, look, they didn't do a great job in holding and defending it, but credit to Fortitude, you know, they actually really, really good players.
Yeah.
But good call. You know, they could have very easily have stuck around, tried to gamble, and so, but instead they cut their losses. They went and planted, and they got an immediate pick. So it was what was it, a 4-on-3, and then it went down to a 2-on-3 because they auto traded it. But you know, good work.
Yeah, looking at it now, the Fortitude team buying up 2 AWPs and then 3 M4s.
And they're
So
doing
they need
a
business.
vent boost. Check this out now. OB middle with an ult. Vent boost. It's just great positioning.
Oh, good play here from Fortitude. They take the first pick there on Pulse. The Saints down to 4 members. Oh, there goes 2. Good
Clown with a
play.
triple kill actually middle.
Very good. So now Fortitude is in the driving seat this round. Crim's being blinded completely there, and Anon taking him out. Silencer, the only one left. He's got a couple of decent shots in him, but I don't think he'll be able to take on Anon here because Anon's got the reflexes. Oh, and he does take on Anon. Good play by Silencer. Getting that interesting pick there. I mean, it's only 1 pick. It would have been preferable if he took an over.
Oh, and he got the second. Fantastic. You know,
Sure.
these are all guys you shouldn't be killing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Silencer obviously just kind of playing it out there, trying to see if he can get a pick or 2. He's got 2 AWPers and M4 to take on. Clown there taking the trip quite early in the game. Very good play. At the moment, he's kind of just chilling it out. 14 seconds on the clock. He's going to try and go for the plant. And Clown there getting the quad kill. Good play there by Fortitude. Solid play there from Clown. Score now 2-6. I wonder if we're going to see.
Imagine if he managed to pick off Clown there somehow, or I mean, you know, suddenly you've turned what is it, a 4 versus 1?
Yeah, into like a 4v2.
No, excuse me, it was a 5 versus 1 actually.
5v1, yeah.
You got 2 picks, which probably shouldn't, but a full B rush coming here, which is really cool as well.
Saints kind of prepping and readying them out for the full B rush. Oh, they get that pick, which is very important. They're gonna get the double. Good play here. Although Zyrax, Pineapple, and Clown all getting picks here.
They dropped the bomb.
And they
really
managed to pick off. So now we've got a 2-on-2 situation here. The guns are lying on the floor. We've got still 2 pistols versus an M4 and an AWP. This is gonna go either way.
And you see that molly that used to, it was really awesome.
Yeah, I know. Effective nades being placed here. Oh, good shot there from Clown. He's going to go in and try and take on Random. Random has got a very good P50, but Zyrax picking him off there now, increasing the score. Good play by Saints on the rush there, getting the 3 picks, getting the bomb down. That gives them the bit of extra finances. Score now 3-6 in favor of Saints still. We'll have to see how the next couple of rounds go.
No, that was really, really good. Maybe not the best positioning by whoever was vent side. That may have been able to help their mate out a little bit better, but otherwise, like, man, that's a save round and you get the bomb down and you kill 3 guys. It's fantastic.
Very good play. And let's see what can unfold in the next couple of seconds here as Saints try to get a pick here on Anon. Anon kind of just chilling it out, spamming all over the place. He's jumping back into the site. They've smoked it up, so it's a very good defensive tactic that to smoke up that entrance. Just buy time. Everything on the end of the day is time based here, or based off time. So it looks like Saints kind of creeping their way slowly but surely towards A. The bomb's still sitting in the B area here. Very interesting to see what they're gonna, what's gonna unfold here. If they get the 2 picks, maybe.
Do you even think they're aware of where the bomb is?
I'm pretty sure they are well aware. Good pick there from Zyrax and Pulse. Ooh, he gets the double through the smoke.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the bomb gets selected now. And Pineapple picks off Crims. It looks like the A strat didn't work. A little bit of a rotate did take place, but Infern and Solitaire are going to have to act fast here because now the rotate is in place and on already in the site with 2 extra CTs coming up. So the standard smoke out. Infern coming around the corner. He gets the pick now on OBI. Obi, sorry.
Oh, and he actually looped him. That was fantastic.
Very good play, yeah.
So he went all the way around, but he's going to run out of time here, unfortunately. He just needs to stay alive, keep the gun going.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh, unfortunately losing that gun.
That's the very worst thing that can happen. I mean, you just look at his cash is absolutely stuffed now.
Yeah, he's got no cash left, $1,600. So Fortitude now managing to creep back, getting 3 rounds in a row, or was it 2 rounds in a row? No, it was
Just
3 rounds.
Is it 3?
Yeah, 3 because there were 1.
Oh yeah, no, it is 3 rounds. So I mean, that's this game and momentum is absolutely scary, particularly this match.
So now that we see a bit of a mid push here from the Saints side, Clown getting that nade kill there on Silencer. A little bit of a problem here, but they have got an AK which they can use to their advantage. It's a 3-on-4 here, definitely in favor of the CT side. Oh, and he gets that pick. Brilliant play.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to step against Zyrax's off.
Oh, and Crim's getting that
actually
pistol.
done phenomenally here. You know, they won a 3 versus 4, and now they've gone down to a 2 versus 3, and this B shift now could be fantastic. Look at that time in there.
Yeah, into B they go. They need to watch out for the top area, Inward specifically, otherwise it's going to get picked off. They know he's there. The bomber gets into the site. They get that first pick. Good play here from the Saints side. Oh, but here we go. Obi with some fantastic aiming. Pulse, the last guy to beat. He's on the pistol now, 1-on-1. Can he keep him busy? Oh, there we go. He gets some HP off him. Only 1 bullet. And Pulse gets the pick. Yo, very close. Very good play there from Obi.
He had a huge round. You know, he had a quad kill there, which is massive, and the 1v1, obviously, which is, again, big. But I think for me that shot on Zyrax is AWPing in A side corner, just a single click headshot. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, I think that was probably a little bit of a game changer there, you know, because that AWP can be quite effective.
Well, yeah, like I said, I was looking sort of forward to it and sort of went to Pulse's viewpoint.
There's Zyrax getting that first pick now. Clown coming through the vent side. He's going to try and get the pick. He gets the pick on random. Saints again 2 down already versus a fully 5-fledged team of Fortitude, but 2 of them only have pistols. So what can Invert do here with his P90? That P90 can be quite effective if he works it well. Very slow player now from the Saints side as the bomb moves towards A. Pulse kind of trying to harass in the mid area. That P90 is in effect. There we go. The pick off on Zyrax. Also important pick. But now Obi coming around the corner getting that pick as well.
But you know, now he's got a bomb down. Pulse is in a good spot here as well. But he's about to get looped. And I think he just got around there. So that's also huge.
He looks away. Good play here from Silencer. 1-on-1. Anon versus Silencer. The last one to win the matchup between these two was Silencer, but now Anon, he gets his revenge and gets the defuse. Score 7-5. Sure. This is turning into quite a game, man.
It's definitely going backward and forward. So, and you know, they keep getting these plants down. So I would personally keep buying, but you know, well, which it looks like they're gonna do. I always like watching what Invert buys because I think he's got it different arsenal of weapons that he subscribes to. But you know,
That's true. Oh, Anon getting the pick there on Pulse. Good play there, but looks like Saints are
great
going to
grenade. Wow.
be going in here. They managed to get the pick off in A. Can they get that bomb down in time and secure the site? Obi now with that AWP gets that first pick. 2 left.
Again, they don't need to challenge. They've got the site there. Or invert with quite a nice creative position, but he gets picked again. They just find themselves now 1 on 4 for Crims. Should be impossible to win, but
He gets the first pick. Doesn't get the second, and then he gets picked off there by Clown.
I'd say 1 on 4 impossible to win, but I'll watch invert win something he shouldn't either. So
Yeah.
Obi with some good AWPing. He had some nice AWP shots there as well. I think he got maybe 2 or 3 guys, which is solid.
Yeah, no, for sure. He actually plays the AWP very well. But funny enough, they still give the AWP to Zyrax. I think Obi could maybe, you know, try out for that top position as an AWPer.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at the scores. You know, you got Clown over here who's really been pulling quite heavily. And then obviously Pulse from the Saints side. You know, but the Saints have got a much more even distribution of kills. But, you know, Fortitude's starting to come back, which is nice to see.
Ooh, Invert being blinded there and Anon taking him down. Bit of a problem here for the Saints side, but Fortitude playing very well, getting that first initial pick. This is the second last round of this half. There, Clown now supporting as well, getting the pick on random. Nothing happening the A side as of yet. It looks like they are slowly moving towards mid, but that Fortitude team is moving in. Kind of stalking their opponents, if you know what I mean. Saying, ooh, Pulse there with a great pick on Clown, very rapidly, kind of changing the dynamic of this this round.
But if you also look, I mean, the CT side's got 2 AWPs, which if they're able to take this, if they're able to pick Anon off, yeah, it's going to be absolutely huge. Very difficult to retake them off.
Oh,
And
Anon
as I
playing
said there,
very well. He picks 2 off. Very good play there from Anon. Scores are level 7-all as we go into the last round of the first half in this tiebreaker.
of the third map. I
Yes.
mean, wow, these 2 teams have been pegging one another heads on. I mean, look at Invert. What sort of weapon is that? I mean, that's, you know, like I said, he's got a unique arsenal.
That's quite the UMP-45 is quite an interesting weapon to use. And in certain occasions, it works very well as a second round buy.
Most weapons work very well if you headshot people.
True that. Oh, Silencer then exchanging kills here. So we got a 4-on-4. Quite a bit of SMGs and Galils here from the
Well, I
Saints
just
side.
want Silencers to drop that and go and pick up whatever. There you go.
Well, Crim's there picking up a Galil and giving the M4 a 4-2 Silencer. So now they got a little bit better, or a little bit more of an arsenal. They are at an advantage here, coming to think of it. However, Anon kind of unevening the team amounts now. Now it's a 3-on-4.
Oh, and Zyrax just manages to get that kill. I mean, my internet's very good.
No, no. Anon coming in. He gets picked off by Crims. Crims now only with...
left in and another one on X.
He's only got the Galil left, and there we go. Zyrax picking him off, and Fortitude, well,
But
they're going
Very
to...
easy. They could have easily have won that round though. I mean, look how low the 2 members are. Clowns, well, you know, I mean, he's got more HP, but it's, you know, 15-9's not that much, so really close. I think 8-7 is a hell of a representation to... Hopefully we're in for an awesome half though.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, looking at when I used to play the against the Saints side, their CT side was pretty solid. It all depends on, of course, how Fortitude are going to call the strats as tees, and if they win the pistol round. So let's look at the setup now from the Fortitude side. Kind of playing that middle with a lot of decoys going in that mid. 5 decoys in actual fact. everyone
means
is...
they've got no nades, so they're fully sort of armored up. So, you know, wherever they're gonna go as 5 sort of strong. And I don't think they entirely know what they're gonna do, but it's probably gonna be a late out middle all the way to A. Most likely, just sort of guessing with these guys.
Yeah, no, looking at it, they're playing a very slow pistol round here. They're kind of grouping up now. There we go, the breach goes. See, there, they get the first pick. Good play there from Clown. So now it all depends as to how effectively they can breach. Down with the second. He eventually gets picked up there by Invert. Silencer bouncing back, getting a pick as well. We have a 3-on-2. Crim's late to the party.
Invert tying it up, that's huge. So, and Crim's making it 1 versus 2.
Yeah, now Obi is under a bit of pressure.
Oh,
There he gets naded as well. Oh, this is going to be close. Obi on 4 bullets. Oh, he gets the pick.
That's huge! Crim's making an error, just coming in there with too little ammo, but I mean, it was absolutely huge. They needed to each land 1 decent shot there. Unbelievable.
Brilliant play there from Fortitude. They go up 1-0 now. Saints under a little bit of pressure. Interesting buy here from Pulse. He went straight and got the buys on. Is he going to try and counter them or something? Oh, it looks like, yeah, he might.
I don't really agree with that, just, but, you know, well, thank goodness he killed him.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. The Khalil obviously stronger than the buys on.
Well, it's not that. The Galil's got head armor, so yeah, you do a lot of damage to the guy, but boom, okay, he just turns around and headshots you. You know, you put 3 or 4 of those bullets into him, maybe he's on 40 HP, but you know, rather take a shotgun there or something.
Crack on the game there between these two. Exchanging of kills going here. Silence, the only one to beat here for the Fortitude team. He gets the 1. He's got 2 left to beat. Ooh, but he gets picked off running around. And Fortitude, well, not too bad from Saints there, managing to take 3 guns down. Obviously, the Penance side still having full finances to actually buy up. But interesting now, having a bit of yeah, looking at the Saints side now. They kind of showing a little bit of desperation, maybe going for that quick buy.
I actually like that decision. You know, they had a big save round where look, Penance aren't wealthy. I mean, they've got 3 guys who are, you know, for better terms, I mean, they're on welfare, and you know, 2 guys who are wealthy.
Yeah. Well, once again, slow play here from Penance. Invert and Crims both kind of waiting for something to happen, and it looks like they are going to be in business when it comes to being busy. Invert's already maybe making the calls. Does he make the call B in time here? He gets that first pick. Here we go. This P90 can be quite effective. Oh, Zyrex getting the pick and then Anon getting the pick. Paul's trying to get that pick there. Random now coming to the party. He's got some great aim. He gets the bomber now. Now there's only 1 to beat. And he's coming from the CT side.
This is really clever calling, because Crims would have been out of position, but I think they've got an exact idea of where this guy is. Great grenade.
Okay, he had the idea of coming up top. Ooh, there we go. Lucky. Saints.
And you know, the irony is that grenade would have actually ended up killing him as well.
Yeah.
So
I think he just missed through it just a little bit, so it hit the side of the door instead of going into the door.
yeah. Well, you know, thank goodness he didn't lose that round, because I think he would have felt really bad.
Yeah, for sure. So
But
now,
full B breach, so
that's right. There we go. Going into the 90th round. Full bridge. Here we go. Invert. Can he get the ace? Oh, unfortunately not. But he gets the support by Crims with another P90. And, well, Saints...
I hope they chuck it away, but they won't. I mean, it's at least the P90 is pretty good against real weapons.
Yeah, I know for sure. But now we've got a situation where it's 2-all in the second half. And another save round here from the Penance side. Looks
Well,
like they...
and like I said, their finances weren't exactly loaded, so they're having to pay for that, and obviously having just lost crucial rounds and spent money.
Yeah.
But it's also quite a smart decision because they could have bought, but maybe they want all this smoke, and maybe they've got a big strategy. But who needs guns when you got Zyrax?
Yeah, with that pistol of his getting the pick there on random. Good play. So now it looks like the A breach is going to take place. Ooh, there we go. Pineapple getting a pick on Pulse. Silencer finally comes to the party, getting two.
And it's one member on their team who's
got a P90. Can he take out Clown first thing? No, he
well,
doesn't.
now look at their finances. This is going to be huge. Look, two guys on 9.5, 6, 7, 7.5. They got and they've got a 9. They should have had a 10 all, but instead now it's a 11-9 lead. And well, Saints are going to have to save. That was just, those rounds happen unfortunately, but it was poor aim on their front and probably good aim on Fortitude's front.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it was aim, it was just bad positional play.
Pineapple now coming from the roof side. He's going to get that pick there on Pulse. So now we have a 5-on-4 here. Fortitude in the driver's seat once more. They are 2 rounds ahead of Saints. But as we've seen in the second half, everything has been back and forth, back and forth. Looking at the quick setup here, it looks like they're predominantly still stacking that middle side, 1A, 1B. Zyrax then getting the pick there on Random. Unfortunately, Random can't get the pick there. It's Silencer then coming to the party, getting the double. Good play. Good play. Ooh, Anon now coming from behind side, so Silencer's going to have to play inside close by. Oh, he gets the double. Does he get the trip? No. Sorry, doesn't he get the quad? But now it's...
But he's made it 1-on-1, and Pineapple has got 9 HP, so...
there's a bit of a problem here now for the T side here. One nade can be the difference. All depends on how Crims can play this. Is he going to go round? Ooh, is he going to look on his right? Oh, he gets a pick. Brilliant.
That's all Silencer. I mean, yes, Crim's got a double kill, but Silencer held down that side and did massive amounts of damage here. Difference is if he didn't get all those shots off, you got 100 HP maybe going off against 84. You're feeling a lot more confident. You don't have to just shoot a guy in the toe to kill him. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is, looking at any sort of match, you get that player that gets those 3 picks in that round, and it's such a game changer. I mean, right there, taking down 3, opening up the opportunity for a half save from Saints to a full save of Penance, and actually coming out on top and winning it.
Oh no, I mean, huge moments. Individually, that was really nice to watch. And again, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, this is very, very cool. This should be some form of a final. You know what I mean?
No, it is. It's really nice to watch. And again, round 1. I'm actually really glad these guys didn't get teamed up against an Ian and things like that. But they mustn't get demoralized. And sorry, I keep talking.
No, it's
Obi
fine.
getting a good pick. Obi getting a good pick middle, and they're set up all over the map, but the bomb doesn't even know where it's going, and I don't think these guys know. They're just sort of investigating. If Crims gets the shot off, might stop them. They might head the other way.
Ooh, Obi getting the double there with the AWP, and now Zyrax coming into that B side, causing a little bit more of a ruckus now. Can Enver do some damage? He's only got 4 bullets left. Against the 30, he's going to go for the reload. Is he going to peek around and get the pick? No. Clown picking him off there. Now we've got a 1-on-3. But like we've seen before...
This looks like it's going to be 12-10, and they're going to have to force Saints onto a save, so could easily result in 13-10. But Sansa doing the smart thing here. It looks like he's going to save, and I mean, forgot, you put him in the site, maybe he gets 3 kills, changes the next round for all you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like we saw in the previous round, taking those 3 kills also important, and then Crims just kind of mopping it up. They're getting the pick on Pineapple with no HP. Very good play. And this is something that can happen again.
Yeah, no, I think the big mistake there from not really following the round, but Obi got two really nice picks, but the problem was they weren't traded picks and they were isolated picks, which it basically slowly but surely running down your opponent. I always believe like, alright, sure, if you give one of those away, you mustn't try and force something to happen and then give a second one of those instances away. You know, you need to control how you're doing things because giving those away is just pointless.
Random getting a pick there with his
They're actually doing a
P250.
really good job, middle. You know, if they are able to secure that gun, and this might actually force them towards B, which is, I mean A at least, where Silencer is, and as we saw earlier, he's a beast.
Yeah, no, he's been playing very well lately with his AKs and his M4s. You know, getting those 2-3 essential picks almost every single round, and changing the game around. Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Look at Invert's position. He might actually get a frag here quite quickly.
He gets the pick there. Oh, he gets the double. Good play. Turnaround game. Oh, and a TK. Oh my word.
Oh, it's huge. Like we
What
said,
a turnaround.
1 or 2 moments.
Now Invert's going to go in, try and go for that pick.
Oh, don't die. You're going to change this around.
Silencer
But look
now.
at the sun.
There we go. Support.
Huge round. I mean, that was incredible. The 2K. Wow, you know, we did say it should be 13-10, but it's 12-11, and I mean, that just hurt their finances so much. Wow, can this game just stop?
Oh, now score 12-11. Yeah, this is the third map if you've just tuned in.
Rush. How's this as well? This is a bold call there. Oh, obviously on a P250 buy save / whatever.
Yeah, no, they've got the one AK. Crim's getting the first pick, then coming in with the second. He gets the third. Random then coming in, supporting. Wipeout there. Scores are level. Wow. Each team has 4 rounds to win.
The third map, and it's 12 all. And, well, I mean, Saints are in a really strong position, but I've watched them lose a strong position, what, like 5 or 6 times now?
Yeah, no, but looking at now, Penance have bought up. They have got the AWP and 2 AKs and 2 Galils. You know, they can make the damage now if Zyrax... Sorry, no, OBI's got the... or Obi, sorry, he's got the AWP. That means he can be quite effective with it if he gets into his stride. So all depends now. Saints playing a very good game. Oh, there we go. Invert getting that pick.
That was literally that grenade was... One was nading the other. They were both low. Let's see how Obi's been picking very well in the middle, so it'll be quite nice to watch.
Random applying there, quite a bit of pressure on there. Bomb being dropped in the A door area. Let's see what Silencer can do here, because we can see that the Penance side is ready to do an A breach. Pulse calling the door open there. It's a bit of a rotate now from the... Oof, a lot of bullets flying back and forth. No picks as of yet. Trying to find his man, but nothing coming from it as of yet. Crim's the only one sitting in the B site. That Penance side having some tough time to try and get... Ooh, there we go. They get the first pick on Invert. Are they going to try and breach? No, they won't. Looks like they're all going to be moving back now towards the B side, but Crims is there. Pulse obviously going to call it quick. Now Random is going to rotate quickly into the vent side. This cannot... Well, this can work against the Penance team if he comes in from behind. Ooh, Zyrax not looking in positioning quickly. Random and Crims now cleaning up almost. Do they clean up? Oh, yes they do on time.
If they kill him, huge. Oh, ooh. And they got him. Did they get him?
I think they did.
Yes, they did. That's huge. Look at his cash. It's absolutely bottom out. And they're going to force another eco, and this is going to be 12-14. But, I mean, I might hold my tongue because...
Caster's curse.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Meant to be 13-10, and now it's 12-13. What the hell?
No, this game is turning into quite a close game here between these two teams. Penance now moving into the A side once more on the save round. Let's see what Pulse and Silencer can do, or what Penance can do.
Well, I'm gonna go to Silencer, and there's so many players I want to watch.
Here we go, the breach goes in.
Oh,
Silencer, brilliant play. They're taking down the bomb. The bomb's been called. The rotate is taking place. Well, Penance are in a bit of trouble. Silencer getting the trip. Oh, he gets picked off there by Obi. Good play there, but unfortunately getting picked off by Crims. 14-12. This is almost game time. Almost. If Saints if Saints take it this round, then it's game time.
Oh no, I think they've just started. But don't forget the money buff also kicks in at the end of this round if they lose it. I mean, if they win it, it could ultimately also. It sounds really stupid, but it could almost certainly spell the end if they lose the following round thereafter, because it'll break their finances.
Looking at it now, Penance kind of having a bit of a flat layout here. A couple of guys in mid. There we go. Pineapple
stepping up huge.
He gets picked
he
up.
gets traded. And I mean, that's huge. That's a big financial cost there. For an Obi almost getting the pick here. I'm not entirely sure which site I would breach. I mean, Saints look like they've got a lockdown on the A, and I can't remember the last time Fortitude breached B with a lot of success.
Yeah, no, this is quite a close game here between the two. Crims coming from behind, T-spawn area, trying to, call out that rotate quite quickly.
I mean, now they know they basically got them isolated, but he actually needed to do a bit more there. And random, getting picked
with his pants down.
Well, we'll have a look. Crims, he did a good job in what he did, but he needed to actually make it happen and get a kill. He was right behind their entire team.
Here we go. They're going to be breaching the A side now. Silencer now. Does he get the pick? He gets the first one. Does he get the second? Ooh. And Zyrax picking him off, but Infern is there to support, but he's flanked from both sides. He gets the pick, 8 seconds on the clock, and Crims is the only one left now. Ooh, 1-on-1, here we go.
Very 1-on-1 with 1-on-1s.
Zyrax a little bit less on the health than Crims. This is going to be very important for both teams.
This is ridiculous. They're both going one way and then the other.
Oh my word. Oh, here we go. That's the call out. Does he get... Oh, brilliant play there by Crims. Yo, he spotted him.
I just spotted him. That or a teammate called it out, because honestly, the shuffle around was insane. But I mean, look, like I said, they haven't bottomed out. They've still got money. They had like $5.5 grand each of these guys. So
yeah, here we go. This is the how do I say?
Saints on match point. Saints on match point. But what a game! I mean, it's really been back forth. I didn't think I was going to have this much fun casting it. Sure, I didn't think I was going to be here this late casting it.
Yeah, I know, for sure, same here. Now it looks like that bomb is going towards the B side here for Penance. Saints got 4 guys in the close vicinity, I guess.
Oh look, it's been an awesome game, and I want to watch how this round in particular, because I haven't really noted much success in them breaching the sites altogether.
Oh, they're Clown getting the pick, and there we go. Penance are in, but Random is around.
Random.
He gets the double.
A triple.
Oh, huge. Random has secured the bomb here for them.
Might even be the win, but Pineapple, BMT over there, bringing it right back. But they've got the bomb, so it's not like they've got to change up.
Oh, and Pulse, there we go.
Pulse, now it's a 1-on-1, and Obi's got a lot of work ahead of him.
Yeah, I know. It looks like Saints might just take this one. They've got a 2-on-1. Time is of the essence for Penance.
I think they heard him, because just the way these guys move. Like the move, Pulse has changed to an AK as well.
Oh no, close game here. Pulse, get
that
pick off.
Like Random to get this, so what kill would be nice.
Obi on really low HP, and there we go!
There we go, GG. That was a fantastic game.
Awesome game here by Saints. They just pull it through, and they go through to the second round. I mean, flip, we didn't expect a game like this, eh? 10
No,
o'clock.
not at all. Hey? I mean, yo, this was insane. I mean, Saints coming out 2-1. They took an early lead. Fortitude absolutely stuffed them up the next map. And I kind of thought they'd repeat that and do it on the third, but Saints, wow, there were some massively impressive rounds. I mean, I was just Coombs like some big rounds. Invert that 3-on-1. I mean, some serious rounds that just stick out and go. That's really solid. I think really good performance, and they can be really, really, really stoked. On the other front, I also think Fortitude, like don't beat it about. The guys played awesome CS. This was a really close contest, and honestly, the difference was maybe 1 or 2 rounds here or there on both maps that they actually ended up losing. So don't kick yourselves. But that was a really, really, really awesome game, and I think I wouldn't be disheartened if I was on either team, and if I was Saints, I'd be super stoked. Every single player pulled off some amazing stuff tonight. So big ups. And I know we turned around, we said, watch random, watch the soak and stuff, but honestly, every single player had a moment tonight on both sides. So really, really awesome game to watch. So thank you to both teams, and yourself, of course. Thank you for casting the game.
Yeah, no, thank you for joining in and co-casting with me. I mean, you've added a lot of extras to this cast. It's very interesting to hear your opinion on everything and what's gone down. And dude, this was just an amazing game to watch. Really, I mean, these are two kind of odd, not
well,
high
relatively
teams.
unknown. They're relatively
Exactly.
unknown. I mean, I said, who the hell's Fortitude? I started going through the team list, and no offense, I know Saints, but I went through the team list like, oh yeah, I know that oak. Oh yeah, I know that oak. Stuffed me up at pickup. Oh, okay, this. And I thought, well, this is actually going to be quite a cool little game, and it's really nice when you get to watch sort of these two teams at head-to-head, because it is such a fair matchup.
Yeah.
And that's not to imply that it's a bad set of teams or anything. It's it's really, really good and exciting to watch, because, I mean, guys, there was some really, really awesome CS. Like, take nothing away. Like, Invert winning that 3-on-1, like,
and
that
3 aces.
It's not like it's not like someone played badly. I mean, ran with 2 aces.
Yeah.
And Clown played amazingly the whole night tonight. The guys all had great individual moments, and that's at any level of the game. I'm saying they actually stepped up and did some nice things. But it was really nice to see that there was an even level across the board.
Yeah.
So it meant that it was a very competitive game and really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, dude, it was an amazing game to watch between these two. If you guys have just tuned in, Saints won that 2-1 very close game. The video will be up on the NAV Gaming YouTube tomorrow, and obviously on the stream here. Please like the stream, or follow the stream, sorry, so you will be notified when we do go live on games and so forth. But see you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm casting your game against TEG.
Yeah, no, and we've got quite a mixed lineup, but should be a lot of fun, no?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to be watching out how you guys play, etc. Because you are the DGC champions. So
yeah, I mean, don't take me as skeptical. I don't think we will have an easy time in recreating our performance. I mean, to be logical, if we play our game and things like that, our toughest challenge in this bracket should be EC. This is presuming that we actually win our games, which I'd like to think we would. Should be EC, and if we're able to clinch that game, hopefully on our side of the bracket we can make it to the final. But I think we might have a real tough time in the final, just with our sort of online stature, shall we say, regardless of things. But I'm here to enjoy the game, hopefully give a bit back to the community, and more than anything, have a good time. So we'll see. But tomorrow, I mean, I don't underestimate those TEGOs. I know Drea was having a little thing. It's like, come guys, you actually need to start practicing and stuff like that. And man, they've got, as you saw tonight, there are a lot of good, like, individually skilled guys out there. So when they turn around and they get 3 or 4 headshots on you instantly, you know, you need to wake up. And as you've seen there, it's not 1 or 2 players who can do that to you. Maybe more frequently, but in this game we watched every single player do that tonight.
Yeah, no, it was an amazing game to watch. Well, anyway, I'm sure you want to probably hit the sack. You probably got things to do, whatever. But
I
thank
just
you
hope
very
our
much.
game's less entertaining than this tomorrow, for my sake.
Well, so far every game I've casted has been damn entertaining, so I'm sure we're gonna have a good one.
Brilliant. All right, cheers, Zach. Good night.
Cool.
Cheers,
Anyway,
everyone.
cheers. All right, Oaks, thank you very much for tuning in. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I will be casting the Bravado versus TEG game. You know, just join up when you can. You know, let your buddies know and stuff. We want to let the guys know how we all play CS online and CS in this country. So I'm sure, you know, there are some keen Oaks out there that have just started up that would like to see how the pros play. So anyway, good night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.